Hello, my name is Katie Groves, and I am 32 years old. I've been teaching for about 10 years. So, the next step is kind of just starting to expand my knowledge base in literacy. It's something I've always wanted to do. I've got two very little boys that keep me busy. And so, I've kind of used that as a little bit of an excuse to going back to school. One's three, one is exactly 1 years old. So I feel like it's now or never. Um, we are definitely just on the go constantly with them. I've watched a few other videos that share the babies or the young little ones. So I commend you on your decision to also come back. An area of expertise outside of teaching, just like several of the others I've heard from, when's the time? We're remote learning. We're trying to keep up with the little people in our lives. If you have a spouse, trying to keep that relationship healthy. So expertise, I feel like I dabble in lots of different hobbies whenever I have some time, just to give myself a little bit of freedom. One of my favorites is interior design. Um, Definitely not an expert, but it's an outlet and I find joy in it. Um, it's something where I have the title that's not mom, it's not teacher, it's just a little bit of me that no one else kind of gets a handle in. So that's a little bit extra about me. A book that I have read that's really stood out to me. I'm actually in the middle of a book challenge this year. I was in a horrible habit. Someone who's interested in literacy, I just know will cringe at this. I was never reading. I never had the free time. I would turn on the TV before I went to bed instead of opening up a book. And so I decided I want to make a change. So I have been on a book challenge where every single month I have a new genre that I'm reading. And I'm trying to get in 2 books a month. Um, I would say the one that just had my heart like swelling was a book called City of Girls, historical fiction, 1940s Manhattan. A girl is just kind of finding herself and she's breaking away from the mold that she's expected to fit in. And that just is where marriage doesn't fit, kids don't fit, and she's just living her life. So, just an awesome book. It was one of those where you just melt into it when you're in the middle of reading it. The whole world slips away, and it was just such a fun book to get into. Now, I also read, someone else suggested the Isabel Wilkerson Cast book. If you have not read any of her books, hands down, you've got to. I am a better human being after reading The Cast. She talks about oppression in Black lives. She talks about how this entire race issue is present, and one of the biggest problems is just ignoring it, not talking about it. Um, just broke my heart as I was reading it, but in a way that was just so honest, and just her eloquence in saying the facts. It wasn't opinion based. It was an awesome read. So um, that's just a little bit about me. Nice to meet everybody, and I'm excited about getting to know you more.